The Multicultural Center expands to a new location in the University Union.
Students are reimagining Paradise after a campfire destroyed the town.
And ROTC's Ranger Challenge team eyes a victory at West Point.
Broadcasting from Swanson Studios, you're watching Mustang News.
Hello and welcome to Mustang News. I'm Rihanna Butler.
And I'm Justin Garrido. Here are the top stories. The spring commuter parking permit lottery is now open. From now until February 28th, you can add your name to the waitlist through the Cal Poly parking portal. The drawing is random and the permits will be awarded through the lottery system starting March 1st.
The College of Liberal Arts announced their new dean this week, Dr. Philip J. Williams. He was a professor of political science and director of the Center for Latin American Studies at the University of Florida. Williams is a California native and will replace interim dean Catherine Remmel, who has led the college since August after the retirement of previous dean Doug Epperson.
A new space in the University Union just opened. Mustang News reporter Sam Spitz says its new location is attracting a lot of attention.
The Cal Poly Multicultural Center unofficially opened February 13th in their newly renovated space downstairs in the University Union.
I literally just got here an hour ago and I couldn't stop smiling the first 10 seconds. I was so mesmerized.
They have expanded from their previous location upstairs in the University Union and will now occupy both areas. The new center includes a kitchen, a study space, and a lounge area equipped with new furniture. An advisory board of students and staff voted for the expansion in spring 2017.
I feel like it's going to have more recognition in terms of where we are on campus and what other resources and other events that we have year long. So that's one really big step in terms of how we are recognized on this campus.
The grand opening was scheduled for fall 2018, then pushed back to the beginning of winter 2019, and then again to February 22nd. The space is only open to the Cross-Cultural Center's staff right now, but plans to open to the public during the second week of April after Polycultural Weekend. Sam Spitz, Mustang News.
2 architecture classes are proposing new city plans for fire-affected areas. Reporter Caitlin Scott has a story.
Cal Poly architecture students are helping redesign Paradise, California after the 2018 campfire left Butte County in ash. The campfire destroyed roughly 14,000 homes and killed 86 people, making it the deadliest fire in California history.
So our studio is working on the reimagining of Paradise. So the students are developing proposed concept plans, which touch on everything from density to land use to where key civic buildings will be located. And then we've transitioned into specific building design for those community amenities.
Students enrolled in the 2-quarter course are redesigning the buildings and many aspects of the community. The proposed city plan features all new roadways, circulation, and zoning.
A lot of the town as it is right now, it's just tons and tons of cul-de-sacs. So that's actually one of the reasons it was really hard for people to get out of the town during the fires, is because of how poor the roadway circulation was, where people are just getting trapped in these dead-end streets.
Students will travel to Paradise tomorrow to present the community with 36 projects and 5 concept plans.
What I love about teaching this studio is watching these students become the architects they were meant to be. They come in never having designed a building this big, never having done anything close to this complicated, and they generate amazing work by the end, and they shock themselves. And I love that.
Caitlin Scott, Mustang News.
The community narrowed the 36 projects down to 20 and the 5 concept plans down to 1. Students will partner up and work on the 20 projects until the completion date on June 7th. And now over to Natalie with the weather.
Thanks, Rihanna. Is San Luis Obispo finally getting a break from the rain? I'll have your weather forecast after the break.
Meals on Wheels gives me a chance to be totally selfless. More than the food itself, a lot of seniors don't have family. So just to have someone to talk to, just to say, hey, how was your day? That means so much more than a meal could ever mean. We have to look outside of ourselves to be that lifeline to other people. It's worth it.
Do you want to retire like a champ? Just like legendary basketball star Uncle Drew.
Don't do him like that, Uncle Drew.
You're already acing the game. You've got your dream ride.
Don't be slamming my door.
Sorry about that.
You just did the same.
Gotta get the boys. Your dream vacation and your dream team. And now you can make your retirement just as legendary.
I get buckets.
Get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Welcome back to Mustang News. I'm Natalie Young here with your weather. Today's forecast shows a high of 55 and a low of 35. Mostly sunny, getting a break from that rain that we've had the past few weeks. 54% humidity and 20-mile-per-hour winds. Heading over to North County, we have a high of 53 in Paso Robles as well as a low of 27. Heading down to Atascadero, a high of 52 and a low of 28. And finally in Santa Margarita, a high of 49 and a low of 29. Heading along our coast, we have a high of 55 and a low of 37 in Cayucas, and a high of 56 and a low of 37 in Morro Bay. And going all the way down to Oceano, we have a high of 55 and a low of 36. Heading on down to South County and extended, we have a high of 56 and a low of 35 in Arroyo Grande, and a high of 55 and a low of 34 in Santa Maria, as well as a high of 52 and a low of 34 in Vandenberg. And for our 5-day forecast, most days are sunny, except for today has a few little clouds with a chance of rain. We have a high of 55 and a low of 35, as I said before, and going on into Monday, we have 60 and 45. That's all the weather I have for you today. Heading over to Justin with the sports.
Thanks, Natalie. Coming up for Mustang Sports, the women's basketball team will take on UC Riverside on Thursday at 7 p.m. and in Mott Athletic Center. The Mustangs' most recent game was at UC Riverside on Saturday and ended in an 80-66 loss. The men's baseball team will play UC Berkeley for their first home series of the season on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Baggett Stadium. And the men's basketball team will host University of Hawaii in Mott Athletic Center on Saturday at 7 p.m. Mustang News pregame show, Mustang Game Day, will begin at 6 p.m. and will be available on mustangnews.net. Good luck to all the Mustang News sports teams. And coming up, Cal Poly ROTC's Ranger Challenge team left Joint Base Lewis victorious. We will have more after the break.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it. My support team never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew who I could become as a person. I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Reporter Evan Van Beek has more on the ROTC Ranger Challenge team.
This past January, Cal Poly's ROTC Ranger Challenge team won the brigade competition at Joint Base Lewis McChord, Tacoma, Washington. Ranger Challenge is a competition in which college ROTC teams compete against each other in events such as obstacle courses, zodiac navigation, also known as rafting to us civilians, and basic rifle marksmanship. Ranger Challenge coach and Army Captain Dominic Centeno explained the unparalleled success that his team is having.
Not to this level. This is the first time that I know of any Cal Poly team actually going on to the Sandhurst competition at West Point. So we have had teams in the past actually win the regional and go on to compete at brigade. But in the past 3 years that I've been the coach, this is the first time that we've won both our task force and region and then one brigade. And now we're going on to the Sandhurst competition at West Point.
Team captain Taylor Palmaffy told me what he attributed the team's said success to.
I couldn't tell you because in previous years we've also worked really hard, and this year it's just a combination of we wanted it more, I guess, and then we were, I don't want to say we were better prepared because we weren't. We've been preparing almost the same way for the last 3 years. We just got lucky and we worked harder, I guess.
Captain Centeno is excited to see what lies ahead for his team.
West Point, the Sandhurst competition at the United States Military Academy is an international competition, and this is the final competition. It will take place on the 12th and 13th of April, and I believe that our team does have what it takes to win.
Evan Van Beek, Mustang News.
Cal Poly's Interfraternity Council is taking steps to challenge toxic masculinity on campus by hosting Healthy Masculinities Week. The theme of this year's Healthy Masculinities Week is redefining the bro code, where students question the traditional ideas of masculinity and explore what being a man means to them. Fraternity members partnered up with the Men and Masculinity program to put on a week of interactive booths and workshops. The purpose of the event is to provide a space for students to discuss and learn about the dangers of toxic masculinity.
I've had the space not only to grow, but also cushion the fall. And then in doing so, I feel like I've definitely been allowed to explore my true authentic self. And I think that's a beautiful thing, and it's something that everyone should be able to do.
There are more events coming up for the Healthy Masculinities Week. Find more information on the Men and Masculinity Program Facebook page.
Reporters Olivia Vore and Lindsay Morris spoke with a representative from Shadows Fund at a dog and beer event.
Bang the Drum Brewery held an event with Shadows Fund to help raise money for shelter dogs.
And we pull from like Santa Barbara County, sometimes San Luis Obispo County, and even further south, like Ventura, or even further than that as well.
Shadows Fund is a nonprofit organization that is helping the most vulnerable shelter dogs.
They've asked us previously on 2 different occasions to be up here, and both of them have been great networking with like the community and with potential adopters, and also meeting adopters who've come out to say hi and let us know how they're doing with their dogs. So it's just been a great experience for us. We have lots of events. We do a lot of bake sales, fundraisers. We do a lot of different events where we can get our kind of our community come out and meet them, meet some of our dogs. We have a 100-acre ranch in Lompoc where we have farm animals that live out there the rest of their lives, some rescue horses, and anywhere on any given day, anywhere from like 20 to 30, sometimes 40 dogs live out at the ranch.
We definitely need to get this on video of me going through this. Please do.
Well, for us specifically, we have our website, which is shadowsfund.org. On there, there's opportunities for volunteering, fostering, or adopting, and we have questionnaires for those. So what we recommend is to adopt. If you can't adopt, then foster. If you can't foster, then volunteer, and if you can't volunteer, to donate.
The event was held at Bang the Drum Brewery with live music, dog-loving friends, and family. Live music, puppies, beer, doggy beer, food trucks, and lots of puppy love.
What would it taste like?
For more information on how to give hope and second chances, visit their website at shadowsfund.org.
Well, that's all the news we have for you today. Thank you for joining us on Mustang News. I'm Justin Garrido.
And I'm Rihanna Butler. Have a great rest of your week.